The first one up, well, let's just talk about the big old fat elephant in the room right now. This truly hurt us yesterday, and now our Super Bowl prediction of the Colts going undefeated and winning the Super Bowl this year is in high, big time jeopardy now, because we know that Carson Wentz got injured, folks. Truly unfortunate. That was our training camp narrative to watch for this Colts team, folks. It was the first thing that we were looking for. Carson Wentz has to stay 100% healthy. Did not even want to see a small tweak, and we get this foot injury that we really don't know much about, but there are a lot of really bad rumors going around there. So let's see if we can kind of decipher a little bit of the information that we got, and let's see if we can hopefully start buying this Colts team, because our stock dropped from 100% buying into this Colts team to right down to like 40%. The only reason we were buying into this Colts team was because we could truly believe in Carson Wentz. We liked the Colts last season, but it was with Phillip Rivers, and we know that we can never trust him to win the big game or just even go on a deep playoff run. We know we can never trust him with that. But with Carson Wentz, he hasn't really played in a playoff game, but we loved what he was doing in the regular season when he was healthy. So we were like, this Colts team, they're just a plug-and-play quarterback away from winning it all, but you need a quarterback. You cannot win in this league without a good quarterback. So now with Carson Wentz, we believed in him, and now he's injured, and following his injury history, we were ready to kind of get over it, but now it's just, we can't anymore. We can't ignore it. You're on a new team, a new situation, and you're still getting injured. We cannot buy Carson Wentz anymore, folks, if this injury is serious. If it is not serious, if this was just a little bit of a false sign, then we can buy this Colts team a little bit more back, maybe up to 80%. But like we said in our narrative that we were looking for in the Colts training camp, we don't even want to see a small tweak, because that just proves that you can't stay healthy, even if it's something minor. And it's unfortunate for Carson Wentz, because everything has been so major that even something minor is still going to leave a bad taste in our mouth and having us kind of start selling our Colts stock. So this was absolutely 1000% what we didn't want to see. And then we just saw it yesterday, folks. So it's just truly unfortunate. And I think we're going to have to start finding our other Super Bowl champion team before the season starts, because I don't know if we can ever be back on this Colts team, folks. It is truly 1,000,000% unfortunate, but that's what it is. It's just Carson Wentz, man. Can't stay healthy. So let's dive right into this. Here we go. So Carson Wentz's foot injury involves a bone in a ligament. That was kind of being floated around early, but then we heard this. Some say they heard a pop at practice per multiple reports. This could be season ending per a couple of sources. So obviously we have to monitor it. So that was from this NFL Twitter account that we kind of monitor and see what they're saying, because they're usually got some good stuff on what's going on in training camp. But then let's go to some articles right here just to see if there's anything that maybe we're missing, something that can lead us down to some paths of how long is Carson Wentz going to be out. Are we talking season ending? Are we just talking about maybe 1 or 2 days? Are we talking about a couple of months? Because even if it's a couple of months, we still got to kind of find Carson Wentz's replacement, and we are going to kind of look at what their options are and who we could potentially get behind as their kind of other two quarterbacks that could potentially be the starter if Carson Wentz goes down. So let's go into this article right here to see if we can find any other information on Carson Wentz's injury. Here we go. We got two articles to look at. We'll go through them quickly. Here we go. First one up. The Indianapolis Colts are only one training camp highlight into Carson Wentz era, and bad injury news has struck. Truly that. I mean, folks, we're not even done with the first week. Team started Tuesday, Wednesday, and it was Friday that this happened. How true? Or Thursday, because he didn't play on Friday. So, I mean, 2 days? 1 or 2 days? Come on, Carson. Come on. Damn. Wentz is out indefinitely with the foot injury that he suffered at the end of Thursday's practice. So at the end of Thursday, not even Friday, not even a full third day into it, and this man is going down. Come on. Folks, we were big. Folks, we walked through their schedule and said they could go 17-0, and then we had them winning the Super Bowl. It's just like, really, Carson? We were buying into you, and now you want to go and pull this bullshit. Damn you. Damn you. Ugh, man, this is just an absolute blow. I mean, took the wind right out of my sails of rooting for the Colts this year, I'll say that. I know Colts fans are disappointed as well, jeez. All right, NFL Media's Ian Rappaport and Mike Garofalo reported a firmer timeline for Wentz's return will be established after he sees a foot specialist, Robbie Anderson, in the near future. Quote, he got hurt when he was rolling out, planted to go throw, and he just felt a twinge in his foot. Colts offensive coordinator Marcus Brady said in a Friday press conference, quote, it was not stepped on, it was just while he was running. So self-inflicted, that ankle is wobbling. He's got some wobbly ankles out there. Come on, Carson, you should be in the gym 24/7 after all those injuries, making sure everything is sturdy and ready to go and ready to put all the torque you need to put torque into and to be an NFL quarterback in this league. So Carson Wentz, man, he's made of glass bones and paper skin. Jeez. Another quote here, quote, he's been with the docs. They're trying to figure out what the injury is. They're still evaluating what the next move is and how bad it is, and then we'll go from there. PFF injury analyst Mario Pilato tweeted Friday that if it is indeed a mid-foot injury, the timeline could range from 1 week recovery to 11 months. Oh my God. And okay, I don't want to, diss anybody's credentials out here, but I mean, if you're going to give me a 1 week to a 1 year timeline, it's like, yeah, I could say that. Oh yeah, Carson, yeah, he's either going to be out for a week or a full fucking year, y'all. So buckle up. It's like, okay, I mean, are we just saying things now at this point to just gain buzz? So let's all relax on, hey, a year. He's going to be out from 1 week to a year. It's like, what are we doing here, folks? So I'm not going to buy into that. PFF, I respect PFF, but I'm not respecting their injury analysis over there. Sorry. All right. Mike Silver tweeted Friday, the injury involves both a bone and a ligament. He also added that the Colts are, quote, bracing for surgery. Oh my God, that's not good. If you're out for surgery, now we're looking at kind of, more than a week, definitely, but more on the higher side of a couple of months. So right in that nice sweet spot of his kind of bet of 1 week to 11 months. I mean, you can hedge your bets. I mean, yeah, absolutely. Why not be like, oh yeah, it's definitely going to be a week he's out. And it could be up to 11 months. So that kind of having surgery a couple of months out definitely falls into Mario Pilato's timeline, folks. All right, what else do we get here? All right, Wentz also felt a pop at Thursday practice, per Silver. Jeez Louise. So in the tweet, Michael Silver says, I'm also told that Wentz felt a pop at practice. And then Mario Pilato, the injury analysis at PFF, quotes the tweet saying, news keeps getting worse and worse. I am concerned this is a season-ending Lisfranc injury. The pop is a classic sign of subluxation. What? Whoa, okay. Now this is what we want to hear from the injury analysis. Give me this. Give me the Linux. Give me the subluxation. I have no idea what any of these words mean, folks. So let's see what the hell we're talking about here. What is a lisophaneric injury? Lisfranc injury. Let's look that up. Lisfranc injury, because now we can get a timetable. Is the timetable for a Lisfranc injury 1 week to 11 months? Because then I'll have to apologize to the man. So here we go. A Lisfranc joint injury is a type of injury to the bones or ligaments, and we heard it's kind of both or both. Oh, and it's both. It could be both. Oh goodness, it is a Lisfranc injury. Damn. All right, in the middle part of your foot, in a Lisfranc joint injury, there is usually damage to the cartilage covering these bones. In the middle region of your foot, midfoot, a cluster of small bones form an arc. So, damn, right in the middle. All right, people also ask, how long does it take to recover from a Lisfranc injury? Let's see. A Lisfranc injury happens when the ligaments or bones in the middle of your foot are fractured, sprained, or dislocated. It often requires surgery, and can take 3 to 6 months. Oh no! Oh no! Carson Wentz Wentz is out 3 to 6 months, folks. Months. Oh, my goodness. So, I mean, let's just have a round little date here of August 1st. I mean, it happened, what, August or June, July? What are we in? It happened July 29th. Let's round it up to August 1st, a nice round date. So, we got the entire month of August. We've got the entire month of September. We've got the entire month of October. And then potentially the earliest we're talking about is November 1st. That is the earliest. Let's look at the Colts schedule. Let's get that up. How many games is this man going to be missing? If he's out 6 months, I mean, that's going to be the entire season. So we've got, what do we got? Till November 1st. How many, so November 1st, I mean, they don't tell me the weeks here. Why don't y'all tell me the weeks? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, he's looking at potentially 8 weeks out. And then if you go another 3 months, so we got all of December, all of January, and then, folks, all of February. The man's not even going to be playing. So this is really, really not good here for Carson Wentz, folks. 3 to 6 months to heal if it is a Liz Frank injury. Mario Pilato, why don't you just say that? Talk about 3 to 6 months. Make it a little bit more official here. All right. And he also said this is a classic sign of subluxation. I want to see what the heck that is. What does subluxation mean? Subluxation. Let's see. Here we go. Subluxation. A partial dislocation. Luxation. Subluxation. A slight misalignment of the vertebrae regarded in chiropractic theory as the cause of many health problems. Subluxation. All right, so it's, Miles Pilato says, hey, the classic pop sound does have kind of a Liz Frank injury kind of sign about it. So looking at 3 to 6 months here for Carson Wentz, and yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate, folks. I mean, Carson Wentz's career in the NFL is done. It's done. No ifs, ands, or buts. We're done. We can't stay healthy. He's Jimmy Garoppolo, folks. What happens with Jimmy Garoppolo? You draft a backup quarterback in the first round, kind of very high in the draft. What was it, third overall? And you kind of just wait for him to get injured and be like, all right, thank you for your service, but now you are out. We don't like to do this, but now you are out, and we'll have to go with, the person that we drafted. So Carson Wentz, man, this is just unfortunate. It happens. Injuries happen. Carson Wentz is injured. We get Jimmy Garoppolo injured. Andrew Luck was always injured, didn't want to kind of deal with the injury. So it's just a part of the game, these injuries. And, some people never have them. Some people have them all the time. It ruined RG3's career. RG3 can't stay healthy even this season when he played and he got in for one game, was looking really solid in the running game, and then was too fast for his own good and basically pulled his hamstring again. And it was over from there. So just some players can't stay healthy. And it's just unfortunate. That's like the only thing. It's just truly, truly unfortunate. I don't want to say this. I don't like saying it. I don't even like thinking it. But his career is over now, folks. He's not reliable. Doesn't matter what team he's on. Doesn't matter what medical staff he has. Doesn't matter what kind of mindset that he's in, because we know he was kind of really glad to be here. He was kind of calling it, back at, first day of school kind of mentality. And it's still resulting into injuries. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Folks, we had the Colts winning the Super Bowl. We don't like saying this. We don't want to say this. We're not laughing. We're not smiling while saying this. This is just the most unfortunate thing I've ever seen in my life. I don't know what to tell y'all. So, Liz Frank injury, folks. Not great. Let's finish up the article here. Rappaport later reported that Wentz is expected to miss the preseason. Yeah, 3 to 6 months, folks. Truly that. Missed the preseason. Missed the entire first half of the season. Missed until next Super Bowl. Gosh dang. All right, he's expected to miss the preseason and faces a prospect on foot surgery. Silver and Garofalo followed up Rappaport's report with a tweet saying they've been told the injury is not. Oh, they've been told the injury is not Liz Frank. Oh, Mario Pilato, he disagrees. He says it is Liz Frank injury. Interesting. Interesting. We got ligaments and bones. We've heard of pop. I mean, from our quick medical doctor search that we just did, that's all Liz Frank. All those point to Liz Frank, baby. Damn. All right, do we get to see what they say? No, but let's see. Last two paragraphs here. The recovery timeline for the Wentz injury is critical to the condition within the trade the Colts made with the Eagles for the 28-year-old veteran signal caller. If he doesn't eclipse 75% of the team's total offensive snaps, Indianapolis only owes a 2022 second-round pick instead of a 2022 first-rounder. Oh, wow. Wow. So now this Colts team could be screwed and the Eagles could be making out of this deal. How crazy. Carson Wentz's health depends on a second or a first-round pick. Whoa, whoa. Now it's like nobody can even take a shot on Carson Wentz again because they're going to get screwed in their draft pick, whatever kind of that trade package was. So now you're trading Carson Wentz for a pack of beans. Little can of beans out there. Man. Last paragraph, wrapping it up. Former Washington quarterback and 2020 fourth-round pick Jacob Eason took starter reps in Friday's practice, followed by rookie Texas product Sam Ehlinger. Neither quarterback took an NFL snap last season. We're going to talk about them in a second, folks. All right, let's just kind of highlight this ESPN article talking about the same thing. Let's see if we get any other information here. I'm really interested to see it. Is this a Liz Frank injury or not? We got one person saying it is, one person saying it's not. Let's see what the tiebreaker here in ESPN's article says. All right, so we got the foot injury. Wentz felt a twinge in his foot. Wentz is still awaiting more information. The Colts do not consider this to be a season-ending injury. So we got that they are expecting surgery, but we're also getting that they don't expect this to be a season-ending injury. Alrighty, interesting. We get a quote here. He's with the docs trying to figure out what the process is, said Brady, the offense coordinator, still evaluating what the next move is, how bad it is, and then we'll go from there. The same quote that we read. The Colts acquired Wentz during the offseason. Wentz was benched in favor of Jalen Hurts last year. Injuries have been part of Wentz's first 5 years. Yes, the Colts can't afford for Wentz to miss significant time. Yes, sir, we know that. Second-year quarterback Jacob Eason took the starter reps. We just read that. He's getting better every single day. Brady said about Eason, biggest thing we want to continue getting him reps. Alrighty, so this ESPN article was kind of trash, honestly. I'm glad we read this PFF one. We got more information with this Liz Frank injury. So potential 3 to 6 months. Liz Frank injury, not a Liz Frank injury. Whatever it is, it's not really sounding good. Liz Frank, not Liz Frank is, and Frank, it don't matter. He's out for a couple of weeks out here, folks. So let's talk about who is now potentially the replacements out here. So we have 2 other quarterbacks here that could potentially be the starter here for this Colts team. Another kind of option if they want to go and trade one, we're talking a lot of Gardner Minshew. He's getting kind of, an open quarterback competition look with the Jaguars, even though they got Trevor Lawrence. But that could be a real solid switch if they get Gardner Minshew in quickly. If this Carson Wentz injury is big time bad, go out and maybe get Gardner Minshew. The stats are real solid. Get him on a winning team and see what he can do, because we know the Jaguars at some point of the season are going to be rocking with Trevor Lawrence. So maybe you can get a lot of great value out of Gardner Minshew. It'd be really interesting to see that. I think I would kind of root for that. Alrighty, so let's see who's on this Colts depth chart. So we got Jacob Eason and Sam Ehlinger. That's kind of the 2 candidates here that are going to be competing for the starting job if Carson Wentz is out for a significant time like we think he is going to be. So let's see what they did in college, because we know they don't have any kind of in-game football experience, not even in preseason. There was no preseason last season because of the COVID year. And we don't, and one's a rookie this year and one was a rookie last year. So we have no on-field tape, so we have to go back to college. And we know bad defenses in college making quarterbacks look good, but we're going to watch some film and see if we can maybe see some traits that we can buy into that we want to see a little bit more of as we progress through this training camp. So let's take a quick look on both of these colleges' careers. So here we go. Let's start with Jacob Eason first. The first thing right off the rip, this man is tall as heck, 6'6", 230. That's what I'm about. Yes, sir. Get that going. A tall, strong quarterback back there. Justin Herbert, I think he may be 6'6" too, 6'5" definitely, potentially 6'6" as well. So that big, strong, tall body in the backfield, that's where you want him. All right, so he played 3 years in college, 2 years in Georgia, never really kind of getting the main starting job. 2016, as a freshman, he threw for 2,400 yards, but 55% completion percentage. I can't get behind that. Nothing really that great. He had 16 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. That's not really great for college. Really lackluster there. Second year in Georgia, never really played, and then he got a start when he transferred, missed the 2018 year, went to 2019 for Washington, and he threw threw 64% completion percentage. Not bad in college. We really want to see you kind of high 60s. I'm talking 68 to 70, 72, honestly, in that range. So a little light for college. 3,100 yards, once again, just a little light. 23 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Basically 3-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio, which is good, but not really that good in college. I mean, these defenses are trash, especially when you're playing for Washington. I mean, you're in the Pac-12. It's like there's better conferences out there. So Jacob Eason, alrighty, not the greatest stats there. He got to a bowl game in all of these years, so let's see if he was playing in them. We weigh bowl games heavy. You have so much time to prepare. And, I mean, this is the biggest game of the season, so you got to step up to the occasion, rise to the occasion. That's what we want to see. So let's see what he did in the 2016 bowl game, his freshman year. Did he start this bowl game? He did play the bowl game. They get the win, and he put up 57% completion percentage. Really not the greatest. Okay. 164 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. I'll take that. Not terrible. What was the final score? 31 to 23. So not bad. They win the game. When was the last score? Georgia goes and scores 2 touchdowns here. They get a field goal and then a Nick Chubb run to really seal the deal. So he's working with Nick Chubb out there. We know he's a great running back. So maybe, that's why Jacob Eason looked even decent, because he had an absolute magnificent running back year 1 in Georgia and he still wasn't looking that good. Okay. Now, year 2, he never really started. I doubt he played it. He only threw the ball 7 times the entire year, so I don't really care about that. So let's skip to 2019, where he also got to the bowl game. Let's see if he won it here with Washington. Alrighty, here we go. Against Boise State, they get the win, and this is what we're talking about. 68% completion percentage. Fantastic. 210 yards, not terrible. 1 touchdown, no pick. Being real kind of cautious with the ball. Let's see what the final score was of this game. 38-7, an absolute blowout. Alrighty, so who was their running back here? Did he have another great running back? Let's quickly take a look here. They had Terrell Bynum. Okay. Aaron Fuller as well. So nothing too great. Or no, hang on. Those were the receivers. I apologize. They had Richard Newton. All right. Salvin Ahmed. Oh, interesting. Little backup there. He got in the league 1 year. I believe he played for the Dolphins 1 year. But all right, not the best stats here for Jacob Eason, but let's look at the tape to see if he's a little bit better. Maybe, the footage shows it all. So let's see what we get here. A 5-minute highlight clip. We'll skip around. We don't have to watch it all. All right, going deep on the first ball. There we go. Okay, wide open. He's going to launch this one from the 45-yard line, getting it all the way down to the 15 or the 5. Jeez Louise. That's 50 yards clean, folks. That's big time. Real solid there. 50-yard throw, wide open. He puts it right on the money. Here we go. In the red zone, taking a one-on-one matchup. Back shoulder fade. I love it, folks. I'm loving this. Y'all know it. If you have the one-on-one matchup, this is what I want to see you throw every single time here down in the 5-10-yard line. One-on-one matchup. Take your shot and trust your receivers. And that's what Jacob Eason is doing. A slant right over the middle. Gets it in there. Real solid. Here we go from the 25-yard line. Ooh, this is an amazing throw right here. Man, oh man. From the right hash, throwing it all the way to the left sideline at the mid-end zone kind of sideline. Man, oh man. Can we get a replay of this? I need to see a replay from a different angle in slow-mo. Please, come on, give it to us. Give it to us. Let me see a different angle. Darn, this is an amazing throw. This is great. Whew, man, that's exactly on the money. Man, oh man. That's amazing. I love that. All right, back to another throw here. Right over the middle. Wide open. Receiver takes it all the way. Yes, sir. All righty. Another throw over the middle. Bingo, bango. Man, oh, man. This man's got some accuracy. This ball placement's fantastic. That's another amazing throw. I mean, exactly where it needs to be. Dropping it right in the fucking breadbasket. Y'all, this is amazing. Holy cow. Some of these throws are A1, tier 1. That's a great throw right here. How long is this one? 45 yards. Add another 5 for midway end zone. That's 50 yards clean. Man, oh man, just right over that defender. This man's got some great touch. The completion percentage is a little shaky, but not here in Washington. It was good, 68%. So these are all Washington his very last year, learning very heavily. This is great. Throwing on the run. Look at this man. Throw on the run, flipping his hips, getting it all the way down in the back of the end zone to a wide open receiver. That's great, man. Oof, this one's great too. Over the middle, receiver takes it all the way. Here we go. That's wide open. Bingo, bango. What's this one all about? Riding out of the pocket, about to take the hit, able to stay on his feet. Here we go, another deep ball here. Up 7, going deep, bingo, bango. Right on the mark of the receiver. Here we go from 25 yards. Bingo, bango. What a beautiful rainbow floater here. Man, I'm loving it. Sign Jacob Eason up at starting quarterback. Man, oh man. Doesn't really turn the ball over. Only 80 picks. Not bad. Here we go, going deep. Puts it right on the money. Going to throw from the 45-yard line, getting it all the way down to, once again, the 5. This man's got 50 yards clean on him, folks. Clean. Wide receiver screen. Wide receiver does all the work. From the 5-yard line for the touchdown. Bingo, bango. Look at him. Immediately recognize that this is open. Fire the ball in there at great. Just kind of exactly where it needed to be so that first defender didn't break it up or swat it down or even pick it. Receiver beats his man there. Easy peasy in the end zone. Here we go. Man, oh man. Receiver just getting all that separation. Eason taking advantage. Putting it right on the money. Oh my God. This man's impressive. I'm loving what I'm seeing. So far, folks. Receiver does the work there. What else do we get? All right, next play. This will be our last play. I think I've seen enough from Jacob Eason. I'm loving it so far, folks. I'm loving it. All right, maybe we can buy this Colts team a little bit more. If this is going to be potentially their other quarterback, maybe we can get behind him. Maybe he can really, truly play. Obviously, the NFL is a different beast than college, but you had a year, behind Phillip Rivers. That's not bad. Learning under Carson Wentz and Phillip Rivers for the last kind of year. That's not terrible. So we'll see how much he's learned, but I'm loving what this man can bring to the table. Some absolutely great throws, and all he has to do for that Colts team is be a game manager because they have a solid defense, a solid line, and solid weapons all around them, great coaches all around them. So you just have to not turn the ball over, get into field goal position, try to capitalize on some touchdown drives as well, and Jacob Eason could just be a game manager and get his way to the Super Bowl. Do I dare say Super Bowl with Jacob Eason? I think I do, folks. I think I do. All right, but they've got also Sam Ehlinger, so let's look at his college stats and also what he was doing in college as well with some film. So here we go, Sam Ehlinger, he's only 6'1", folks. So 6'6" or 6'1"? I'm rolling with the 6'6", man. Give us that, man. But Sam Ehlinger was able to spend all 4 years at one school at Texas in the Big 12. Freshman year, didn't really play that much. Only throwing for 1,900 yards, 57% completion percentage, 11 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. A really bad just freshman year, nothing great. Sophomore year, a little bit better, 64% completion percentage, 3,200 yards, 25 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. That's not bad right there. Decent. Would like the yards to be up a little bit more. Would like to see the completion percent up a little bit more. Touchdowns up a little bit more. But overall, a pretty solid year 2 after a not great year 1. Year 3, junior year, we get 65% completion percentage. That's the best he's thrown in college, folks. 65%. It's a little all-right-ish. Not the best. He got 3,600 yards. Not bad. Real solid. 32 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Not bad either. Just real solid numbers out there. Not great. Not a Trevor Lawrence. Nothing like that. Just solid. And then last season, his senior season, 60% completion percentage, 2,500 yards. He only played 10 games because of the COVID year. 26 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Once again, the touchdown to interception ratio is pretty solid with this man. He doesn't really turn the ball over too much, and we're getting 25 to 32 touchdowns a season, real solid. So not terrible there. Senior year, would like that completion percentage up a little bit more, and we can forgive the yards because he only played 10 games. Alrighty, let's go into his bowl history. Can he get it done in the clutch? Let's start with 2018 bowl game against Georgia. They get the win. He had 70% completion percentage. That's what we're talking about, baby. Only 169 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. All right, but the completion percentage was there, and they beat Georgia by 7 points, 28-21. Alrighty, who was scoring here for this Texas team then? If it wasn't Sam Ehlinger. He had 3 rushing touchdowns. Wow, okay, so this man's a dual threat. The man had 3 rushing touchdowns, so we'll give it to him. Let's go to his rushing stats. We didn't know this man was a rusher. The man's a track star out here. Oh, yeah, he is. All right, here we go. Second year, 482 yards rushing. Senior year, junior year, 663 yards rushing. Fantastic. Just last year, though, 377 with 8 rushing touchdowns. So, alrighty, now we can, you add those rushing stats to his passing totals. You add his rushing touchdowns to his passing touchdowns. And now we're talking about a real solid prospect right here. So, yeah, we can definitely get behind this man with the running game. This is going to be something that we are going to have to see when we watch the highlights. How fast is he? Is he kind of, Deshaun Watson, Kyler Murray, Patrick Mahomes, Russell Wilson fast, Lamar Jackson fast, or is he more Ryan Tannehill, Baker Mayfield, kind of fast? So tier 1 or tier 2, or is he tier 3 speed? We'll see. All right, so first bowl game in 2018, real solid right there. Put up 3 touchdowns himself, rushing. All right, 2019 bowl game, another win, loving it. 66% completion percentage, 201 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. He rushed for another 73 yards and a touchdown, so real solid there. Put up 4 touchdowns himself with only 1 turnover. Real solid. What was the final score of this bowl game? We get 38-10, an absolute blowout. Very well done. Alrighty, can he go 3 for 3 in the bowl games? Let's see. 2020, this season's bowl game. Can he get it done? Yes, he won all 3 ball games. That's what we're talking about, baby. Love it. Alrighty. 62% completion percentage, 160 yards passing, 1 touchdown, no picks. And then he also rushed for another -5 yards and no touchdown. So a little bit of a harder game from him here. But they still get the win, and it's still a blowout. 55-23. Who was putting up points here for Texas? It wasn't Sam Ehlinger running or passing. Who do we got here? Alrighty, we got Brian Robinson rushing for 183 yards and a touchdown. Well done. Well done. Alrighty, so Sam Ehlinger out here just doing his thing. Doing his thing out here. All right, that's real solid. I'll definitely take 3 straight bowl game wins under that man for Texas. Absolutely fantastic. So stats are just all right. Not bad. Real solid. We'll mark him as officially solid stats. 6'1", though, I'm not the biggest fan on, especially when I got a 6'6" waiting in the wings. But let's see how this man is looking speed-wise, how this man is looking throwing the ball. So let's watch Sam Ehlinger's highlights here. Here we go. First one up. We get a pump fake pass, slant over the middle, receiver takes it. The rest of, oh my God, look at that man go. Taking the top off that defense. Who is that man? Hopefully he's been drafted. That man's great. One play, the wide receiver's great. All right, here we go. Sam Ehlinger. Another little kind of hesitation pump fake. Okay, that ball, I wasn't a big fan of that ball. Okay. Little floater in the end zone and ended up getting there, but very, very close at a pick or a break up. Here we go. Receiver really kind of doing the rest there. All right, Sam Ehlinger in the red zone. Right there, wide open. Okay. What else do we get here? Come on. Sam Ehlinger rolling out to the right from the 5-yard line. That's a good one. Right on the money. Wide open. Puts it right on there. Okay. It's rolling out to the right. Here we go. Back on the 2-yard line. All right. Some good speed right there. He's looking like a little Taysom Hill-esque right here. Obviously, only 1 sample size, so hopefully we get another good rush somewhere. Going deep right here, throwing up a 50-50 ball, and that's dangerous, but it was complete. We'll give him credit, but man, oh man, that is a dangerous throw to make right there. Jeez. He did come down with it. That's double covered, and jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. Oof, man, that's something. All right, here we go. Another run here by Sam Ehlinger. Look at that, man. Okay. I'm just not impressed as I was with Jacob Eason on this man. Here we go. That's a good kind of touch on the ball against Texas Tech, going toe-to-toe with this team. And he did it in the clutch with 43 seconds left to try and tie up this game. You like to see it. They have to go for the 2-point conversion. They do. They get it. They go into overtime. Ball a little behind them there. They score it, though. They end up winning in overtime. Alrighty. I'm just not, I mean, it's all right. What we're seeing is all right play. Nothing great from this man, really. I think I'm ready to call it. I want a big run. I don't want like a run from the 5-yard line. I want like a run from the 50, really. I want to really gauge his speed. Do we have that anywhere? Oh, here we go from the 3-yard line again. Takes off. Okay. All right, here we go. From the 30. Here we go. He's going to take off. Here we go. Here we go. Out to the left. Down the sideline. Stays on his feet. That's just poor tackling. Y'all know what we mean when we say college has trash defense. Just look at that. That was absolutely trash. All right, so I'm not buying it. I'm not loving it. I was loving Jacob Eason right from the get-go. This man, all right, here we go. This is a big pass. What do we got from 50? Wide open, puts it right on the money. That's clean 45 yards, right on the money. Fantastic. Now we're talking. All right, can we keep it going here with some deep balls? Here we go from the 20. That's good. Rolling out to his right. All right, so I think I'm liking Jacob Eason a little bit more. Taller. He has a full year under his belt. So if Carson Wentz can't go, let's see if Jacob Eason can rise to the occasion. We loved what we saw from him in college. Had a year behind Phillip Rivers learning. Had a year just with the second team, with the second reps, getting comfortable into kind of game time rhythm, game time scenario. So this man could definitely come in and be a week 1 starter, a week 1 game managing quarterback, and just let the game come to him. Deliver the ball to your playmakers. You got good ones. T.Y. Hilton, Michael Pittman Jr. You've got running backs on running backs on running backs. Jonathan Taylor, Marlon Mack, Nyheim Hines. You've got it. You don't need to force anything. Go out there, serve the ball to these great, speedy playmakers, and rely on the defense. Win the game. Be the man, and just be like Carson Wentz. Here, another backup is going to win you a Super Bowl. Hopefully, you can respect us a little bit more. So I think I go with Jacob Eason, folks. If Carson Wentz is going to be out with the Liz Frank injury, I go with Jacob Eason.